Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. In retirement, timing is everything. It's not so much when you retire. Whenever you decide to retire, you go ahead and retire. You know, they always talk about the year or two before and a year or two after is the most important time of your retirement. Because if you lose money then it's hard to recuperate it later on because you're pulling out and the market's going down. But if it there's ways to plan around that and structure around that so it doesn't hurt you as bad. But I'm more or less talking about signing up for your health care, signing up for your withdrawals from your 401, turn in your papers. you know, there's a lot of stuff involved in it that you don't realize, and it takes some time and coordination to get it all right, picking the right day to retire. What got me thinking about this was I've had to adjust my exit plan a touch. I planned on leaving the 29th of December, which I'm still going to be my last day, but I was going to retire on the 25th of January. That was going to be my official last day of work. But I went to talk to the lady at work about carrying over insurance, and she said that she always tries to tell people to retire at the end of the month because if not, then you have a gap in coverage. So I got to thinking about that. I wasn't going to have to work a day in January, not one day. I had a couple weeks of vacation, a couple personal holidays, my off days. I had a daylight day off I could take. Everything was going to stretch out where I wouldn't have to work in January up through the 25th, but that leaves me a 6 day gap. And I could feasibly go ahead and go, and my retirement health care wouldn't take up until 1st of February. But knowing me and my luck, I'd fall off the roof or something and break a leg. So just out of sheer precaution, I've adjusted it to the 31st of January. It's going to be my official last day. That happens to be an off day for me. It's a Tuesday. Yeah, thanks. But so I got to work 3 days next year. Oh, woe's me. I got to work two 4 to 12s and a daylight. But my daylight day where I work at's chemical plant. You have to take an exit physical before you leave in case you have any problems with your lungs or eyes or whatever afterwards. They can keep an eye on you. And so you have to take an exit physical. And I always take a physical in January anyways, because I usually take last week of January, first week of February as vacation. I take 2 weeks in. This next year I'm going to take the middle 2 weeks of January. It's the way I had it planned out originally, so I'm just going to leave it alone. So so I'm gonna go ahead and take that on my daylight day. See where I work out, it takes you half a day to do a physical because they got a doc at the plant. He does your physical, then they always send you to the hospital to do an X-ray on your lungs and everything. And it takes you about a half day to get through everything, but they pay you for that half day. Most time I do it on my off day or vacation, beginning of my vacation in January. You're supposed to do it in your birthday month, and January is my birthday month, so I always do it first of the year. So that daylight day, I'm just gonna have to go in 8 o'clock and do my physical till lunchtime. Come back about 12:30 at the end of lunch. I just got to work till 4, and then that's it. That's the last day I have to work. So don't really count that day. That's just gonna be a mess around day. It's really not gonna be that big a deal. Then 2 4 to 12s are gonna be. I'm gonna have to work those two. Those are the beginning of the month. So I got to work 2 days in the first week of January, and then I got to work one day at the end of January there, and that's going to be it. So that's what it's mainly what I'm getting at, and you gotta let your 401 know when you can draw out of it, you know, because it takes time for all that stuff. See, well, we got and for putting in my paperwork to retire, I think it's got to be. I think it's no sooner than 60 days out. I think it is. I'll have to double check that. I got it wrote down over here. But and then once you're in retirement, you got a timeline to get file your Social Security. You don't have a timeline, but you want to be able to file for it when you're able to. So, and then but for your Medicare, you got a you got a timeline for that. If you don't sign up for that, you get penalized on that one. I remember Dad griping about that. And he said, make sure you sign up at the right time, otherwise you get penalized for it. So, but yeah, it's just a little bit more to it than just signing a piece of paper saying I retire. So that's one reason I got this last year here, get my plan together, and then start enacting it, and I get all my dates down when I'm going, when I got to sign up, when I got to sign up for health care, when I got to do all my little paperwork, get it all knocked out. So I don't know. It's just something that come to my mind. And it's something a lot of people don't put any thought in. They put a lot of thought into saving for retirement, how they're going to spend, where they're going to get health care from, maybe what they're going to do afterwards. But there's a process it in, that's involved. And if you wait to the last minute, and it could cause you a little bit of stress. Might have you to push your day back a couple of days or a month or whatever. And it's just something to keep in mind as you get closer to retirement. To be mindful of your dates and the process it takes. Yeah, that's about it. Y'all be good. Get ready to go in here in a minute. We'll talk to y'all later.